Hello, viewers. I'm Simon Preston, and this is Reggae Boys Commentary. The Reggae Boys have been eliminated from the 2018 World Cup qualifiers after a 2-0 loss to Panama at the Estadio Romel Fernandez Stadium in Panama City. The goals from Panama came in the 28th minute of the match and also in the 92nd minute. Goals came from Gabriel Torres, and the second from a missed pass, losing the ball, Jermaine Taylor, came from Abdiel Oro in the 92nd minute. What can truly be said? This is a match where our fate was on the line, where our players needed to put out every inch of their energy to deliver. Did we see the heart, the passion, the tenacity in all 11 players on the pitch? I certainly didn't. It's the same old story again. Creating numerous chances, starting out quite well, exposing ourselves at the back, and we have certainly paid our penalty. If you don't put away your chances, you are not going to win football matches. 2002 qualifiers, 2006, 2010, 2014, and now 2018. 5 World Cup qualifying series, and we're not back at the World Cup. During the match, I was thinking about how I was going to approach this video. What was I going to say? How would I say it? Did any Reggae Boy fan out there see a performance from a player, bar a Deva Orgil in the latter minutes? Wes Morgan, you could say to some extent, that showed you a courage or so fighting for their life, you could say, or for their country to help us get to the final round? Trinidad is in the final round. A country half our population and half our size is there, and we are not there. That hurts me. It really does. We are the Reggae Boys. We are the best team in the Caribbean. We should always be in the final round. Do we see what has happened? We have not scored many goals. 2 goals scored. 2 in the entire semi-final round of qualifiers. Just listen to some of these match stats. If you listen to them, you wouldn't even believe that it was Jamaica that was that team that lost on the day. We stole the ball 29 times from Panama. Yes, we committed more fouls than they did. However, more corner kicks than they did, 5-3. 124 correct passes. Passing accuracy, 92%. You know what was Panama's pass accuracy? 91%. Yes, that is just a marginal difference, but we had the better pass accuracy, yet we still couldn't find them back of the net more than they did. It hurts me. Unbelievable. How have we done this? Anyone remember what happened at the National Stadium this time last year? Do you remember what Panama did to us? They beat us in our backyard. And we needed a victory tonight and still could not get it? I don't know what happened to Adrian Mariappa, so I'm not going to say, why didn't Adrian Mariappa play? I'm not going to blame Coach Schaefer for this. Adrian Mariappa has not played a first-team football match since the Copa America. That's 3 months without football. You don't want rusty players out there in a World Cup qualifier. Match sharpness is key. Deva Orgil, could he have been given more time on the park? Yes, I believe so. I think 18 minutes was a little too few. I think half an hour, I think would have seen a bit more from him. Time and time again, we've seen this so many times. And you know what? Everybody is going to say, well, we don't care about Caribbean Cup. It's a Bramble tournament. It's a Mickey Mouse tournament. Well, guess what? The Caribbean Cup is the next thing on the agenda. So for the Jamaicans who I've seen on social media have been saying the Caribbean Cup is a joke thing, World Cup is what I want. Caribbean Cup is a builder towards that. Okay? You have to be patient. The Gold Cup is next year. We need to think about what's ahead of us now. We can't be narrow-minded. Yes, we're out of 2018. History. That is history. That is done. We've made mistakes and we now need to learn from those mistakes. Simple as that. In just 4 weeks' time, we have to play Suriname and Guyana and win those both matches to get into the Gold Cup in 2017. And we know the financial rewards for the Gold Cup. And who knows what those rewards could do for us for 2022. You have to think ahead. Yes, this was a hurdle that we messed up, but you need to move forward. Yes, there are players on this team that we probably won't see in the next set of qualifiers. But you know what? It's a cycle. Football is like that. It's a mixture of experienced players, youth, and you have the core players as well. Joby McAnuff is 34 years old. Are we going to see him in 4 years' time? We don't know. I doubt it. But can he play a role for the Gold Cup? Yes. Yes, he can. It's just truly frustrating. Unbelievable. I've seen some comments coming in. I'm going to read some of the comments that have come in from all of you all. Nicholas Smith says, I'm devastated, heartbroken. What was that? If these players can't do it, who will? Good point there, Nicholas. Very good point. There are players out there that can do it. Some are in the squad. Some new players are going to be integrated in the future. Billy Bob says, goodbye, Schaefer. I don't know. Coach Schaefer might be given with a new deal because Captain Burrell and the JFF does like him. And I do think that there are signs of him improving the Jamaican team. Although we have not seen it in terms of the results, in terms of performances, it is much better than where we were 4 to 6 years ago. Nicholas Smith continues by saying, they played lazy, no heart. The coaching staff did poorly. After the Copa America, we did need a new striker. I'm done. I finally lost all my faith in the team. Trinidad tops their group. Trinidad is currently better, says Nicholas Smith. There's arguments for and against this, but Trinidad was in an easier group than us. We were in the group of death. You put Trinidad in this group and you put Jamaica in that group, and we would have finished in the top 2. Coolio 2 Foot says, complete joke, we didn't even show up to the game. Jermaine Taylor, haha, ah boy. David James, no passing in the team. Nicholas Smith, passing completed too low, no creativity. Hector, not a holding midfielder. I blame Schaefer, poor tactics. Morgan and Hector should be at the back. People stop talking crap. There is no way local based players could do the job. Well, these are a lot of comments coming in, and I really do enjoy all of these comments coming in. Keep your responses coming in, and I will get back to you. I'm seeing all of this that is taking place. Continue to leave your responses as well. What do you think needs to be done in the future? What is the next for us? Which players are you going to integrate in the future campaigns? Do let me know in the comments section as well. What else am I going to say about this? You have to move ahead. You can't turn around the past. We don't have any time machines. Trust me, if I had one, I would certainly go back in time and make some changes, but it's not my time as yet, so just have to move on from here. Less than 4 weeks' time, we'll have Suriname in Jamaica, and then a few days later, we'll go to Guyana to play Guyana Caribbean Cup. And if we ever lose those 2 games, Gold Cup 2017 is out the window as well. And that means more inactivity of our team. And we need matches and more matches to get our players sharp, to expose them, and potentially give local players more of an opportunity. We've seen some local players on the bench today. Michael Binns, Rosario Harriet. During the Copa America, we saw Damon Solomon in the squad. So we've seen that as well. Am I for local players? I'm for them getting an opportunity. But to say that local players, 11 local players, would have done a better job tonight, I'm not sure about that, because you're throwing players into a World Cup qualifier. Some local players haven't even played a World Cup qualifier in their life. So I wouldn't agree on that aspect. Let's see some of more of the comments that are coming at this point in time. Cooler 2 Fat Foot says, Bailey did not run away from Jamaica, just that JFF failed to appreciate his talents for Phoenix Academy, and now they're pretty much begging him to join, but too late. I don't know the full story about Leon Bailey. What I understand is that Belgium under 21 are courting him. So I've said my 2 cents on this. Bravo Raid Squadron says, Simon, all I can say is that we need to get rid of all of these 30-odd-year-olds. 30-odd-year-olds we need. The USL prospects, we need Daniel Johnson and others. David Carr, we need to invest in our youth for the future of Jamaican football. Billy Bob, players are being paid to lose. I don't know. Can't blame Leon Bailey if he wants to play for Belgium. We're human beings. We have free will. We can do what we want. Raheem Sterling chose to play for England. Rolanda Aarons chose to play for the England youth team as well. Luther Blissett chose to play for England youth team as well. David Johnson as well, former Manchester United youth player, born in Jamaica. He decided to play for England youth team as well. Players have decisions to make, so they've made the decisions that they want. You can't force a player to make a decision where they want to go internationally. If Adnan Januzaj of Manchester United, who is on loan at Sunderland, decides he wants to play for Kosovo, that's his decision. It's up to him. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. So basically, as the table stands, Costa Rica 13 points, Panama 10, Jamaica 4, Haiti 1. So Jamaica will play Haiti at the National Stadium on September 6th. A dead rubber match. A drab affair, you can say. A win, lose, or draw does not make a difference in terms of the World qualifying, but what it does do, it gives an opportunity to expose some of the young players. I do hope that Jamaicans are able to go to the match. I do hope so. I love my country, and I want nothing for the best for my country. But there has to be some changes, you can say. We've had the issue of finishing time and time again. And we have to find that clinical finisher. It's as simple as that. It's going to take time, but we'll find them eventually. The Red Stripe Premier League starts on Sunday. Let's see what this season brings. I'm quietly optimistic about the talent that can be portrayed through this season. Let's see. Only time will tell to see what will be made from this season. So we'll see how things progress. I'm going to have a quick look at the comments one more time. Javin Clark says, why should they go to the match if nothing is going on? Well, if you love your country, win, lose, or draw, you should go and support the match. We've seen in the Premier League relegated teams with games to go, the fans are still out there for their team. And if you really love your country, you go out and support them, win, lose, or draw, regardless of the outcome. Nicholas Smith, every other country has done what is needed. Only Jamaica has gone against the script. Well, Nicholas, I'll say to you that teams are improving in the world, especially in CONCACAF. We've seen the smaller teams, quote-unquote smaller teams, making strides. I'm impressed by the project that Guyana is putting through together, Suriname. Let's see if they'll be allowed to integrate Dutch-born players of Surinamese roots into their squad, if the government allows them in their constitution and referendum. Let's see. It's going to be a tough road ahead, but we need to find a way to integrate better players. Wes Morgan is 32 years old. Can we see him playing 2022 qualifiers at 36? I don't know. but we have to take things one step at a time. What is the next big thing for us? The 2017 CONCACAF Gold Cup. How are we going to get there? By finishing in the top 4 of the Caribbean Cup. So beat Guyana, beat Suriname, and we're in the semifinals of the Caribbean Cup. And that means that we have qualified for the CONCACAF Gold Cup. So let's go out there and let's do that. We finished second in 2015 in the Gold Cup. So let's go out there and become the first Caribbean team to actually win the CONCACAF Gold Cup. We've seen the United States win it, we've seen Canada, and we've seen Mexico win it. Now let's go and break that and be the first team outside of North America to win the Gold Cup. No Central American team has ever won it. But I want this badly. I want to win this Gold Cup. This can go far away. I really, really, really want us to win it. We have to finish the business. We have to. The squad is there. The MLS players already know that the pitch is all across the United States and Canada for that matter. So I believe if and when we qualify for the Gold Cup, regardless of the group, teams are going to approach us very differently. What we need now is the goals. Yep. And finally, the last thing I'm gonna read from the comments. So Nicholas Smith says, easier said, Simon. It's true, easier said than done. Javian Clark, we need to put in Ryan. I'm assuming you mean Ryan Thompson for that matter. He may be given an opportunity, or Jacomina Barrett. Let's see. Mr. Walker says, we beat Chile, but not Panama. Well, that's football for you. That's football. Look what happened in the Premier League. Liverpool beats Arsenal, but they can't beat Burnley. Granted, Burnley is very strong at home. They're similar to Jamaica. I always bring comparisons with them. Burnley at home is like a fortress, which the National Stadium was in the recent past. With our passionate support, and teams find it difficult to play on our pitches. But we've put ourselves in this position, and now as fans and persons who love this sport and our country, we have to be the difference moving forward. I'm Simon Preston. This is Reggae Boys Commentary. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, Reggae Boys Commentary, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Reggae Boys Commentary. If you are in Jamaica, try your best and go to the Haiti game, because it is very expensive for the JFF to rent the stadium. Very expensive. So people may complain about those ticket prices. It's because it's expensive to rent the stadium. I don't know why it has to be so much to rent a stadium, but we need to ask Independence Park Limited what's the reason for it. We'll get the answers in due time. We will. Take care. Have a pleasant evening. Make sure to stay subscribed, as there's much more content coming your way. Thank you.